Okay, so this morning I want to talk about something completely different from what I usually talk about. Because, pawning the fools, yeah, that's fun, but we've all got other interests in our world. So, that we do. I mean, it's not like we spend our entire day surfing the internet looking for stupid idiots to fuck with. Although, okay, maybe that's for some of us that are disabled or boring or just too fucking lazy to do anything else. But me, I like to do other things like watch Discovery Channel and shit like that. And I've been sitting here thinking, and I've been sitting here giving it some thought for the since last night, what the future may have in hold for us. Um, and this is simply extrapolation from what we already have today. Um, I'm thinking about stuff like incorporating new technologies, how they might be incorporated into our lives in the future. Nanotechnology, wireless broadband technology, um, entertainment, stuff like that. And I'm thinking, first of all, the internet's going to change within 20 years. In 20 years, because we've already seen people that have like wearable computers on their bodies. And I'm sitting here thinking, with nanotechnology and more powerful shit gets these days, the smaller it gets. That's one of the things about technology. The more powerful the component gets, the smaller it becomes. I mean, give it about 50 years and you're going to have microchips like really, really small with more computing power than the human brain. Um, which brings up some questions I don't want to get into. I don't want to get into the ethics part. But what I'm thinking is, with the internet the way it is, you've got cars now that are internet ready. You know, you can have them connected up to the internet wherever you go, whenever you drive. So I'm thinking the future of law enforcement will be, since this is incorporated into the car, high-speed chases in the future be kind of difficult to do when the police department's capable of just punching up the computer, typing in your license plate number, and then completely overriding every system in your car except your steering. You know, you can't outrun the police, and by then, fuck this, and put on the brakes of your car, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's one good thing about it. You won't have many more high-speed chases with the newer cars. And I'm sure somebody's going to hack the newer cars so that that can't be done, but that is a possibility in the future. Also, the flying car thing, I think that's like way down there, even though the guy has the prototype over in the Bay Area, but, I've never really seen it fly yet. And he's been working on that shit since what, 1990? Come on, man. Get that thing flying. Anyway, what else? Well, I'm thinking the internet. Here's what you can do with the internet in the future. Okay, right now if we're going on trips, we've got to plan out our trip online and stuff like that. And if you're going into a town, well, what restaurants are good? Who's got the nicest prices? You go online to do that before you get there. Or when you get into town, you find a nice Wi-Fi hotspot. You get on your computer and you type in restaurants, do all that search. Not in the future. Ain't gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen. Here's what your internet's gonna look like in the future. Yeah, this is pretty much what it's going to look like, the wearable internet, because you can wear computers these days. Just think about this. This is your computer. Inside, this is just a mock-up. This isn't real. These are just regular sunglasses. But anyway, inside there would be a little transparent TV screen, right? And it'll have sensors on the outside and stuff like that. Video sensors and stuff like that. I just think you'd be walking around with a wireless internet um, glasses. You know, you get in your car, you go to drive. If your car is, your glasses will be your computer for wearable computer with access to the internet and all that information and stuff like that on it. If you go in to get into your car, it switches over to your car's little internal local area network. And what happens? All the details about your car, your speed, all that stuff will come up upon request in your glasses, like in your peripheral vision or something. Um, while you're driving so that it doesn't really bother your driving. Um, so you don't have to be looking down all the time. Or it'll tell you what radio station you're watching. Or it'll give you the weather, the outside ambient temperature, stuff like that. Um, and instead of TomTom, you just say something like directions or show me the way or something like that, and it'll show a line, a virtual line you'll be able to see on the road ahead of you, like fucking hologram and shit. And you'll be able to follow that line to where you need to get to. No more need for TomTom. Um, Another thing, walking through a town you've never been to. Imagine this, you're wearing your, computer shades and shit like that, and you're walking around town, you're trying to find a nice restaurant. So you walk, you find a restaurant, you look up, you see the name of the restaurant, and then automatically the restaurant's menu and prices come up on your glasses. It searches, it uses not facial recognition, but image recognition or some kind of a recognition software that can tell what the name of the restaurant is, and you know what town you're in because of GPS in your system. Um, and it just like gives you the prices. And if you want, you can say something like reviews, and if there's reviews for the restaurant, it'll bring those up too. So like you never have to go to call directory or anything like that, or look it up on a computer. It'll be right there in front of you. Um, Entertainment. I think that the movie theater is going to be a thing of the past within 50 years. I think things are going to go interactive, kind of like the holodeck on Star Trek, but I don't think it'll be quite as realistic, but still, not anywhere in our time, but maybe it might be. But that sounds pretty damn cool. But that would be a cool thing to have in the future. All this shit you can pack in your sunglasses. You never have to worry about being lost anywhere because you can find yourself lost somewhere, like out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and you just say, locate me, and it'll bring up a digital map of wherever you are and tell you where everything is. Or it'll bring up Google Earth. You'll see a virtual planet in front of you and it'll spin around and then it'll zoom in on where you are, you know. But, that's where I see technology going with what I'm seeing on like the Discovery Channel, the Science Channel, hell, even the military channel, because shit for the military usually trickles down to us within 5 or 10 years. Look at GPS, and night vision and all that shit. Yeah, it's gonna trickle down to us. But yeah, just imagine when going on a trip, all you need to do is put on your glasses, man, and you don't have to do anything else. It's like plot route to, and you'll just see it right there in front of you. Possibly, um, also you could go infrared or start making it so you could little detectors on it so you could switch from infrared to ultraviolet to night vision to stuff like that on one pair of glasses so that you can augment your reality. We're going to have a lot of augmented reality in the future. That's what I'm basically discussing with you is augmented reality. That's what the new web will be. It will be a form of augmented reality. That is the Internet 3.0. Okay? Wearable computers, wearable internet, it will be an intricate part of our life. The internet will be as much a part of everybody's life as asswipe toilet paper, okay? That's where we're headed. That's called the information age, people. And, yeah, that's where I see us headed. Anyway, this is a tag game. I tag Edible Napalm to tell me what he thinks the future holds. I tag SgtKatana to tell me what he thinks the internet holds or the future holds. And I tag, see, who else do I tag? Thunderfoot, but he's not going to answer, but that's okay. Anyway, yeah, those are my 3 tags. Future tag is what this is called. So what do you think the future has in hold?